Stop number 23 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Brooklyn, Michigan. The Irish Hills of Brooklyn, Michigan, that is. At the track at Michigan Speedway is where we're at here today. 30 laps of racing is what we're at here. Is what we're going to be doing here. Is what the order of the day is going to be. As we're here today for the running of the Champion Spark Plug 400 as we're set for 30 laps of action. And here's the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole at 198 miles an hour, it is Joshua Osborne, number 20 Home Depot Pontiac. He's flanked by number 40. That is Phil Parker, who almost won here the last time he was here at Michigan. Second row has number 25 James Henry, who's had quite a package on these type of tracks here this season. Number 25 Michael Hollinger Chevrolet. He's flanked by number 22. The points leader, Dylan Pote, the Caterpillar Dodge. Third row has Kyle Matthews, number 42. He's alongside Levi McIntyre, 99. Both those drivers would like to get a win here at Michigan at what is actually their rival state, because both those drivers are from Ohio. If you ever watch college football, you know what I'm talking about. Fourth row has Keith Batson in 88 and number 33, Daniel Bouchard. He's in our next row down, has number 10. That is the car of Matt McIntyre, and beside him, number 3, Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Next row has number 5, Seth Cole in the Kellogg's CarQuest Chevrolet, and Allison Rain in number 15, the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. Next row has number 18, Nathan Orman. He's going for the Michigan sweep this season. He won here as well as Rockingham this season. Beside him will be number 43. That is Mike Becker. Next row down has number 32, Zachary Fitzwater, and number 17, Jessica Shelton. Just a 4-time winner this season so far. Fitzwater's yet to win this season, believe it or not. Except for the All-Stars. He won the All-Stars at Charlotte, but that does not count for points. Next row is Dylan Young in number 2 and number 24, Charles Sanford. Charles has won twice this season, while Dylan has won 3 times this season. Next row down has John Andrews in number 16 and number 31, James Sykes. Next row down has number 26, Trent Dunham, and number 11, Cement Oscon. Next row down has number 97, Jesse Turner, and 71, Gabby Conklin. Then it's number 19, that is Ryan Brommer, and 48, Paul Minnick. Next row down has number 4, William Brock, 3-time winner this season so far, winning at Bristol, Pocono, and the Brickyard this season. And number 12, Zach Winkle, sits alongside. Next row down has number 38, Laura Chung, and number 6, Ryan George, who won the Pepsi 400 at Daytona this season. And it's number 28, that is Kat Batson, and 45, that is the car of Christian Vargas driving that car. Next row down has number 44, Tino McCoy, and Wes McCoy in 41. Then it's number 1, Clint Buchanan, number 8, Amanda Evans. Then it's number 29, Ryan Butcher, and number 21, that is Roberto Crown Jr. starting shotgun in the PLB car. 55, Quentin Moore, who won a second Talladega race this season. And number 7, Alexander Rowe. So that is your starting lineup for today's running of the Champion Spark Plug 400 at Michigan Speedway, as 40 cars get set to go racing here today. As the field waits in anticipation for the command to fire the engines, which will be coming up right about a few seconds from now to get this race started.
Drivers, start those engines!
Command has been given to fire the engines as the fence car leads the field off of pit road for the pace set. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. So the field being led through turns number 3 and 4 right now as they about to get the start of this race here at Michigan Speedway. Here, Joshua Osborne and Phil Parker both we'll start on the front row for this race here. Joshua in the Pontiac and Parker in the Dodge as they come to start-finish line. And the green flag flies, and we are underway here at Michigan Speedway. And the field already fanning out here, about three wide racing here in the turn number 1. Keith Batson went to the inside through turns number 1 and 2. Turn 2, usually a trouble spot. We'll see what happens here off the second turn this time by. Everybody keeping the handle on these cars right now as they come down the backstretch in the third turn now. To complete the first lap, Kyle Matthews stuck in the middle for the track, as is Allison Rain trying to push Kyle up to the front. Meantime, Joshua Osborne is pretty much checked out. He's pulled well ahead of this pack of cars. He'll lead the first lap. Meantime, Dylan Poteet now trying to close up a little bit here. The number 22 machine. He comes in this race the points leader, by the way, coming into this race at Michigan, but not by much over second place Nathan Orman, who is having a pretty much a close up to the back of that 22 car, or 20 car, I should say. James Henry runs third. Fourth is Phil Parker. Levi McIntyre runs fifth. Keith Batson is in sixth position. Seventh position right now is Seth Cole. Eighth is, well, we got a mad scramble for eighth position here. Kyle Matthews, Cole Deaver, and Allison Rain. Moving up through the field here, Allison has to back off just a little bit. Deaver up on the high side, the man who won at Watkins Glen, the last race in the Tour, going for his second win in a row. With the competition we have here at Michigan, that second win in a row could be a bit tough here. And Deaver, that time I clocked in 12th position here. Matthews was clocked 8th the last time by. There he is, all by his lonesome in the number 42 machine. As we jump on board with Kyle Matthews, he has one of our green car cameras in today's race. Meantime, Dylan Poteet is taking the lead here at Michigan, as we see from Kyle's in-car view here, and he's close up in the back of the first pack of cars here with Seth Cole tailing along in that pack. And there's to see the speed for Kyle, 214 miles an hour to turn number 1. Goes to number 42, Texaco Haviland Dodge. 195 miles an hour off the second turn here. This car's very fast here at Michigan Speedway. Now gets the draft off of the 5 car Seth Cole here as we continue to track the speed on Kyle's car. 187 miles an hour through the middle of 3 and 4. Now 195 off turn number 4. Gets the draft off of the 25 car. See how fast he goes into turn number 1 this time by. Well, he's out of the draft. It's gonna cost him some speed there. 211 miles an hour that time by in the turn number 1. But at lap speed 200.552 miles per hour. And check the average. We'll check the fastest lap of the race so far. That's being set by Dylan Young at 201.749. That's the average. That's the fastest lap of the race so far. Here, lap speeds of almost 202 miles an hour here at this Michigan Speedway as Dylan Poteet continues to lead. Battle for second between Joshua Osborne and Levi McIntyre. Into turn number 1 they go here. Turn number 2, I should say now. Phil Parker and Keith Batson making their way into the mix now. Turns number 1 and 2 to go again here. James Henry, look at him in that 25 machine. Running now in 6th position. I should say 5th position. Kyle Matthews is now up to 6th position in that number 42 machine. As McIntyre and Batson both on the high side of the racetrack here trying to go back to the low side. McIntyre finally does so. And number 99, Office Depot Ford. Meantime, that gaggle of cars we saw right there, well, it's kind of now gone about mid-pack here. Roberto Crown Jr., who we saw start this race back in 38th position, well, he's up to 20th right now, and Quentin Moore started this race 39th, and he is up to the top 20 as well too in that number 55 car. There he is in the Square D Chevrolet. He's got the help from Nathan Orman in the 18 car. Orman has slid back just a little bit in the Interstate Barriers Pontiac. And Fitzwater closes up now to the back of the 55 of Quentin Morris. They come off the 4th turn now. Tito McCoy in the 44 car is up in this mix now. And Quentin that time by clocked in 20th position in number 55 Square D Chevrolet. And meantime, they are 4 wide here. Alexander Rowe bounces right off of Charles Sanford, who's now stuck in the middle of that 24 car. Now Charles hooked up to the back of his Hendrick teammate, Paul Minnick. As they come through turns number 3 and 4, Charles was clocked back in 28th position the last time by. So he's going to be at the series. Let's see what position he's in this time by. And Charles this time by in 29th position. Made that 27th position right now in the DuPont Chevrolet. And some big names back there. Jesse Turner's back in the pack right there. As well as Laura Chung is back there. Jessica Shelton, 17 car. 4-time winner this season so far. She's usually up there in Michigan. Usually runs good on the track. Well, not this time. She's running in 38. Well, she's running right now. She's running right now 36th in the field right now at this point. In the Carhartt Special is what she's driving in this event here at Michigan Speedway. So Jess hoping to make her way back up to the field here, as is a lot of the other names in the field. We go back to the front of the pack right now. And we see some new names up in the top 10 right now here. Trent Dunham's up to the 7th position at this point. Seth Cole running in 8th. Allison Rain, well, make that Allison Rain in 8th position. Seth Cole in 9th, and Cole Deaver right now runs 10th position. As we got a battle for 2nd place between James Henry and Dylan Poteet. Kyle Matthews running right there behind in the 42 car, trying to take 3rd from Poteet, and he'll do so with ease. They come off turn number 4. Off the 4th turn they come here. Matthews to the inside lane. And meantime, 3 wide, Keith Batson. Phil Parker and Dylan Poteet. Poteet up the high lane. Loses some spots right now. Now falls into the clutches of his buddy Trent Dunham in the 26 car. Trent trying to take position from Allison Rain. And meantime, Cole Deaver, like a bat out of you-know-where, now moves to the inside, and he now takes position to the back of the 15 car of Allison Rain, and here comes Cole. He's going to make a 4 wide into turn number 1. That would not have been a smart move right there, but he backs off. Thought better of it, and he's now got the draft off of the 2 of Dylan Young. Down the back stretch they come here. Deaver to the end. Now hooks up the back of the 15 car of Allison Rain, and now gets by James Henry in the 25 car. And here comes number 28, Keith Batson. Low side of the track here. Tries to get by Matthews. That's for 2nd place here. Meantime, Joshua Osborne, who is taking back the lead from Dylan Poteet. He's still showing the way here at Michigan Speedway in the number 20 car. He started from this race from the pole. Osborne has not won in about 2 or 3 seasons. I can't think of how long it is since he's last won. But boy, it'd be a big victory for Joshua if he can pull it off here, if he can hold on to win here today. But Keith Batson, who won this season in the Winston 500 at Talladega, looking for his 2nd victory this season. Deaver's also looking for his 2nd this season as well too, and Deaver now moves inside, way down the low side, and almost near the apron of the track. And Matthews, Poteet, and Batson both got hooked up to the high side. Both came up to the high side. all this is letting Osborne just pull away that 20 car. There he is, all by his lonesome. And watching all this saying, go ahead, battle back there, guys. I'm going to take off and win this thing here at Michigan before you guys know it. As they come off the fourth turn now. But they across the start finish line they come here. Batson finally breaks free of the scuffle that is the draft mode, which is right now. This is a picture at the pack right now. McIntyre just pushes Kat Batson up the track here. Kat Batson somehow made her way up to the top 10 now. Same with Ryan George in the 6 car. He also is up to the top 10. On board with Dylan Young, the number 2. Look at the back of Levi McIntyre's car. Levi now moves inside, blocking the path of Kat Batson in the 28 car, or tries to block the path of Kat Batson. And Dylan had to back way off the floor. He's on down about 173 miles an hour in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Now gets the draft back off of Dunham's car here at 200 miles an hour down the backstretch goes the number 2 Miller Lite Dodge. Off turn number 4 they come here. Let's see what Dylan's lap's going to be this time by the number 2 Miller Lite Dodge. Saw three-way racing right there behind there. 196.56 miles an hour for Dylan Young. But, and Kyle Matthews, who was battling for second place here about a minute ago, has dropped to 18th position now in the number 42 Haviland Dodge. That's been the luck Kyle's been having this season. Coming off of a decent run he had at Watkins Glen, finishing in the top 5 in that race. He came in that race 20th in the standings, and that is not a typical Kyle Matthews season in this series here. Other series he's been in, he's probably finished that low, but he hasn't finished that low in quite a while. Meantime, battle for the lead once again about the brew here. Remember how lonesome Joshua Osborne was up in front here? Well, not anymore, because Dylan Poteet's about to take the lead back from him in that 22 car. And he's brought some friends with him, Keith Batson and Cole Deaver, and the 5 of Seth Cole's in this mix as well too. And here comes 28, Kat Batson in the Texaco Haviland Ford. And she's up to 6th position right now. James Henry and Levi McIntyre joining in on the fun as well too. And we're already down to 9 laps to go here in Michigan, so it is crunch time. And Osborne caught the high side, and Poteet's going to take the lead. But here comes Cole Deaver. He, as we mentioned, won 2 in a row. Actually, he's not won 2 in a row yet. If he wins here today, it'll be 2 in a row. But he won 2 in a row he's going for his 2nd win in a row. He won at Watkins Glen, is what I'm trying to say here. But Deaver's not yet. But Deaver, like I said, it'll be 2 in a row if he wins his here to Michigan Speedway. But he's now pulled to the inside, takes the lead from Poteet. And here comes Seth Cole in the 5 car in this mix now in the Kellogg's Cornflakes, the Kellogg's CarQuest Chevrolet. Seth won this season at Richmond, and he is looking for his 2nd victory of the season. Off turn number 4 they come here. Seth now close up the back of Deaver's car. Poteet's in 3rd. 4th is Batson. 5th is Osborne. James Henry in 6th. Levi McIntyre in 7th position. And we got a battle for 8th going on. And give a call to the 1 car. How about Clint Buchanan up to the top 10 now in the Pennzoil Chevrolet? Buchanan up to the 8th position right now. And by the way, Clint Buchanan is no relation at all to Zach Buchanan, a NNSCRA veteran in this series. He's never run in this series, but he has run in Seth Cole series. He's run in Dylan Poteet series. He's run in Dylan Young series. He's run in Trent Dunham series. He's run in every series. He's been in the NNSCRA except for this one, but Zach Buchanan, a very But Zach Buchanan, definitely one of the NNSCRA legends in this field. He's never run in a series here, but Clint Buchanan's who I'm talking about here in the 8 car, or 1 car, I should say. He runs right now 8th position at this point. As we watch now, Poteet and Deaver battle once again for the top spot as Seth Cole's now taking the lead in the 5 car. We'll be coming down to 5 laps to go here at Michigan. We're getting down to it in the Champion Spark Plug 400. Caution-free so far. And they're averaging almost 198 miles an hour in this field. But here comes Poteet coming back to the back. Coming back right now. He's been one of the strongest cars out there. McIntyre now moves inside of Deaver for 5th place here. And oh, Deaver got a run on Batson as they come on turn number 4. That's for 3rd place right here between the 88 and the 3. In the meantime, here comes Poteet, car 22. Seth Cole looking for his 2nd victory of the season. Poteet's looking for his 3rd. He won it at Atlanta, and he also won the 600 at Charlotte. Side by side between the 22 and the 5. Here they turn Ray, and Poteet just fires it up, winds it up, fires it in there, and takes top spot away. But here comes Cole Deaver. He's not done yet in that 3 car. 3 laps to go. Deaver to 2nd. And now does he have anything for Dylan Poteet? Off turn number 2 they come here. Now Levi McIntyre moves inside. He moves inside of Keith Batson, gets by him. As Batson and Osborne stuck on the high side of the racetrack here. Now James Henry in the 25 car. Moves inside, and whoa, Osborne moved inside of Batson. And meantime, James Henry's going to make it 3 wide at number 25 car. We're down to 2 laps remaining in this race. And James Henry gets both Batson and Levi McIntyre in one fell swoop. And that puts him at, I think, 4th position now. But this is the battle for the win here. Is it going to be Dylan Poteet or Cole Deaver in victory lane? Or could perhaps Seth Cole sneak in and take it away? Deaver tries to close up as they come up turn number 4 now. The white flag waves for Dylan Poteet. He has 1 lap remaining here at Michigan. Through turns number 1 and 2 they come here. Cole Deaver has got the draft off Seth Cole. If they can stay hooked up together. Yeah, never mind. Seth moves to the inside lane of Deaver for 2nd place now as they go into turn number 3 now. And that should be all she wrote there for Dylan Poteet as they come off turn number 4 now. Poteet, but Deaver tries to get a run off the 4th turn. He moves inside now of Poteet. Here they come off the 4th turn now. Deaver moves inside. He's going to be short at the line. Dylan Poteet wins the Champion Spark Plug 400 at Michigan. What a win for the number 22 Caterpillar team. His 3rd victory of the season. And further pads his lead in the points chase for maybe what could be a 2nd seat championship in this series. But boy, Cole Deaver made a try come off that 4th turn. He got a run off the 4th turn and came 0.07 of a second short at the start-finish line. Average speed 1 at 97.689 miles per hour. But what can I say right here? There's the top 10, and boy, what a race that was at Michigan here. It may have been born up front a few times here, but the racing really good. The rest of the finishing order here we have here today. Dylan Poteet wins the race there. Cole Deaver 2nd, Seth Cole 3rd, James Henry with a solid day finishing 4th. 5th will go to Keith Batson. Levi McIntyre 6th. 7th will go to Dylan Young. 8th to Joshua Osborne. Clint Buchanan in the number 1 car. He mentioned he comes home in the top 10, finishing 9th. And Kat Batson, Keith's wife, ends up finishing in 10th position. Quentin Bohr started this race 39th, and he ends up finishing 11th in today's race here. So I say if there's a hard charger award, it's definitely got to go to Quentin Moore possibly in this race here. John Andrews comes home 12th, Trent Dunham 13th, Ryan George 14th, 15th to Daniel Bouchard. Kyle Matthews, who ran top 5 for about half the race, dropped to 16th in the final running order. Zachary Fitzwater 17th, 18th will go to Nathan Ormond, 18th to Matt McIntyre, I should say. Nathan Ormond 19th, and 20th will go to Paul Minnick. William Brock 21st position, 22nd will go to Cement Oscon, 23rd Tina McCoy, 24th Mike Becker, 25th Amanda Evans. Charles Sanford, not a good day for him, ends up 26th in the final running order, 27th to Ryan Butcher. Allison Rain, who was running top 10 for about the first half of the race herself as well too, she dropped to 28th. 29th will go to Wes McCoy. Alexander Rowe ends up finishing 30th. Ryan Brommer, Roberto Crown Jr., Laura Chung 33rd in the field. Her second half of the season deteriorates a little bit. James Sykes 34th. Jesse Turner 35th. Phil Parker started outside poles, ends up finishing 36th. Jessica Shelton 37th. 38th will go to Zach Winkle. Gabby Conklin, the last car to finish, ends up in 39th. And Christian Vargas had an ignition failure, and he ends up finishing in 40th position. So that will do it here today at Michigan Speedway. Congratulations once again to Dylan Poteet, the winner of the Champion Spark Plug 400. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on the channel. We got NR races, we got gaming videos, we got NR online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA and third place finisher today, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, which is the main series on this channel. And also be sure, and if you want in on future seasons on Seth's series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our other two channels that does NNSCRA offline. Those channels being Thrash Maniac 99, the one who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series, and also being another channel being X86753985AX. That's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. So be sure. So again, it's Thrash Maniac 99 and X86753985AX. Both those subscribe to both those channels for other NNSCRA offline series as well as some other cool stuff. And also be sure to subscribe to this channel for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do it here today at Michigan Speedway. For now, it's James Walson's production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at Bristol for the Busch 500 night race.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?